That's weird.
Because she came out of you.
Yeah, she did. Do you know what she told Selah?
I didn't tell her this.
She was talking to her, but Selah wasn't paying attention to her. Because Selah didn't want to take a bath. Go ahead, tell him.
So last night, Selah was getting ready for bed, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to take a shower. And then like 5 minutes later, I come back and say, you know what? I'm going to take a shower. So just lay in bed. And so she's like walking to the bed, and I was like, yeah, because I feel dirty. And I was like, and plus, you don't have blood coming out of your vagina.
Oh
right
my
now.
goodness.
But she didn't hear me.
She didn't.
Are we starting the
And I
show
was
right
like,
now? Are we on?
Kids say the darndest things, yes.
All right. Welcome to number 2 podcast. I'm Tello,
You already know who I am. I'm number 2.
also known as...
I'm going to say my Mexican name, Lourdes.
And we have a guest today,
Hi, I'm Priscilla.
also known as Pila. We sometimes refer to you as Pila.
Pila.
That too.
And if we're feeling gangster, she's Pilok.
Pilok.
Pila. Never heard that one. So Pila sometimes has blood coming out of her vagina, so she needs a shower from time to time. Good to know.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. All right. So I guess we were going to get caught up on some stuff.
Yes. And I don't know what.
I do.
Because good.
So,
I'm so glad.
A couple of episodes ago, Pila, your mom was telling me that she made some spaghetti for dinner. Why you giggling? What's so funny?
Because I remember that night, and it was so fun.
All right, because she was telling me that everyone seemed to enjoy it except for your dad.
That is true.
And he didn't want to hurt her feelings, so he wouldn't let her warm up the leftovers because he wanted to show how much he cared about her by eating the food that she cooked. But he didn't enjoy it, and she still got her feelings hurt.
Yes.
That sounds like a lose-lose situation to me.
It was a lose-lose situation.
But she was telling me that she was taking the advice that you and your sister had given her of not giving him any options.
Yeah, that's true too. We just said he'll eat what we'll eat. And he did.
But he didn't enjoy it.
That's true. But he said no to the other leftovers.
So we're not going to beg him, basically.
Okay. So
you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Period.
Okay. So your dad didn't enjoy the meal. Your mom's feelings got hurt anyway. Lose-lose situation. But she did mention that she was going to make menudo to make up for it. Mm-hmm. So how did that dinner go?
That one, it came out good, I think. I can't really remember it. But the menudo was
So
bomb.
it was so good, it was forgettable.
No, she didn't say that right.
Oh, are you speaking for your dad? Are you putting words in her mouth?
She said that menudo was bomb.
I don't remember the dinner. Like,
she doesn't remember.
I don't remember the dinner, but I remember the menudo because we were talking about. Okay, now it's coming back to me. We were talking about how it was like tasting like Lupita's menudo, or it was coming up to it.
Is that good or bad?
A taqueria.
Oh,
that we
Lupita
get
the
menudo
restaurant.
from.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Lupita, your cousin.
Nah, she probably could make some menudo.
I for real thought that's what you were talking about. So, what other cousins do we have who's also named after a restaurant?
Elena.
That's right, we do. Okay. That was a joke, but it's a good thing that we do. So we're very Mexican. That's why we're named after restaurants. My middle name is Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
I'm about to kick homie's ass. He's snoring.
Just push through it.
Okay.
I
remember.
Wait, hang on. Before you continue, just to explain to the audience, we have a guest, but we also have a live studio audience today. A studio audience of one, your husband, who's asleep on his bed because he's tired. He's been working all week. And
So
he's been eating food he doesn't like, pretending to like it. And now's his only chance to rest, and you're going to talk right through him.
He said, I said, homie, we're gonna record, and one of the kids are gonna come in with us, and I'm thinking he's gonna be in the living room. No, he's like, I'm gonna go in the room too. I'm like, you are?
He wanted to be on the show, but you didn't invite him. Okay.
You know, the funny thing is about that whole spaghetti night was that was like, I think his first time ever eating something that he didn't like ever. Like, I think that was like the first time him not enjoying a meal.
Ever? No
like,
way.
Ever.
Yeah, because like dinner time
Like,
is his time.
like
It's what he wants to eat.
Well, I mean, and it should, like, I wouldn't want to make something that I don't want to eat.
Yeah, no, but I tend to revolve it around, what homie wants to eat, because I feel like everybody will like it.
Yeah, we're not picky.
Is it usually a Mexican food of some sort?
Yes.
So your dad doesn't like American food or foreign foods, Italian or.
Well, we had Popeye's chicken tonight, so.
And it was fresh.
Does he like? So we've established he didn't really like the spaghetti and meatballs. Does he like lasagna or
No?
What about like Chinese food or Korean or Thai food?
Fried fish,
Shrimp.
fried shrimp.
That's just fried food. That's like he doesn't like shrimp fried rice or
No,
he does. He likes shrimp fried
egg
rice,
rolls.
but no.
Or no?
Mm-mm.
Honey walnut shrimp. I'm going off the Panda Express menu right now. Orange chicken, broccoli beef, cream cheese rangoons.
None of that. None of
No?
that.
Okay.
No. Anyway, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, where were we? Well, that's all I have. Okay, thanks for joining us. It's been number 2 podcast. That's the shortest one we got. Man, that'll be easy to edit.
Oh.
Y'all know it takes like 3 seconds for it to turn awkward.
You're right.
It's not awkward. Yeah. Isabel's here too, so if Pila.
Oh, wow. Just throw me out.
No.
I told you, Pila, she's all right. Pila, what is something about your mom that really annoys you that you wish she would just like work on? That's okay.
Right,
hang on, wait. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn her headphones off. Okay, she can't hear you now. Her headphones are off. I'll test it. Cuz, can you hear me? No. See?
She's right next to me. I'm sure she can still hear me.
No, I turned her headphones off through Zoom, so it's fine.
I'm gonna go get Isabel to answer this question.
Act like I'm not even here.
Oh, they do that all the time.
I know.
All right.
They don't.
All right, hang on. Let me turn the headphones back on. Okay, they're back on. Cuz, what is there about Pila that annoys you that you wish you would work on?
Let's see, where do I start?
I think I'm a great child.
I think you are too.
First
of all, she gives you bad marital advice, telling you not to give your husband options at dinner, even though she knows he's not going to like it.
They're both her and Isabel were like, don't ask. Remember, no options. Don't ask.
Remember that one time
At band camp?
Yeah, at band camp.
Oh my goodness.
When we put his plate down on the table and we put like a whole lemon, a banana, and some crackers on it.
Because when I'd ask him, I was like, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? He'd say, lo que sea, which is like whatever. And Isabel and Priscilla put a plate down because we will eat off of like styrofoam plates.
That's bad for the environment.
I know. Sometimes I'll add a dinner plate.
And please don't ever put that in the microwave.
I don't. I tell them not
good.
to.
All right. So
anyway, so they put his plate down. They put like a lime, a banana, and he usually gets like 2 napkins and sets them on the side of each side of his plate. They had it all lined up for that was going to be his dinner.
What did he say when he saw it?
I think he just like walked in, looked at us, and then shook his head and then kept walking. That's pretty much how it goes.
He's a man of few words. You think I'm a bad mom?
He's a worse mom?
Yeah.
So it sounds like y'all just pick on your dad all day. Do y'all gang up on him?
No, I don't think so.
Because your mom said that you and your sister were like mini me of Lourdes. So it sounds like it's the girls against the boys, 3 against 2.
I think we're like her, yes, but like towards my dad, I think it's a little bit different.
Why is that?
I don't know. Sometimes we'll just take his side.
Oh, you'll take his side?
Yeah, because they think I'm like super mean or just
Sometimes.
All right,
negative.
hang on. Let me turn your headphones off again real quick. Guys, can you hear me? All right. Pila, be honest. Your mom can be a real bitch sometimes, right? Be honest. She can't hear me. She's laughing at you laughing.
I mean, there's times where she goes a little out of hand, but I wouldn't go to that extreme.
Well,
to
no.
call her that.
I'm saying the word. You're not saying the word. I'm saying the word. But she has, right?
She's had her moments.
Can you think of one off the top of your head?
I can't.
Is it right now?
Oh, I had a long day at work.
Oh, wait,
this
hang on. Let me
week.
turn your headphones back on.
Man, y'all be lying with this headphone thing.
I had a long day at work. Everybody was already home. I mean, like, I got home after 6. I had taken food out. Well, the food was out so they could start cooking, but nobody started.
Did you?
They were
did
so
you ask?
gracious to wait for me.
Did you ask maybe somebody to start cooking
Okay.
for you?
I don't. Well,
No,
first of all,
pause.
the kids normally don't start cooking meat. They'll either make sides or do something,
Okay.
but somebody else does.
And who is that somebody else?
I can hear him right now.
For the audience who can't hear him.
It's Louise.
Okay,
Homie.
thank you. Yes, okay.
I was like, there. He was like, I didn't know what to do with it.
I think that
You
he
tell him
says
to-
that every time there's some food left out.
Tell him to get some spices and just rub it on there.
You know, every time, sometimes when he starts cooking, he forgets the salt. Remember the last time he cooked, he didn't put no salt in the meat.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that either. He's like, I'll put it at the end.
Never puts it
Who
in.
cooks like that?
You just reminded me. That's inappropriate. That's just bad. But you just reminded me of a gross story. So your dad's a great cook. You know, salt aside, like usually it has good flavor from what I've had. But there was one time, I think it was at a Christmas gathering, and I can say this because I know he doesn't listen to the podcast. But you know, the guys at our family gatherings, the guys usually end up outside, either cooking and always drinking, and the women and children are inside talking and eating and whatever. And I'm usually inside with the women because I don't care what's going on outside. I don't drink anymore, so it's like I don't enjoy it like that. And I don't speak the language that's usually being spoken outside. But one time I was hanging out outside, and your dad went to use the restroom behind the house, and then he came back, and they were frying some pork over an open fire in like a big, what's the big cauldron thing? Because
Castle.
Yeah.
Castle.
they were cooking in a castle, and he took his bare hand that he had just used to go to the bathroom, where there was no sink, water, or soap in the backyard, and started flipping the pork over with his hand. And I just was like, I'm not eating that. I made a note to myself. I went inside and I told a couple other people, hey, look, stay away from the pork. It was just turned over with a hand that was just probably touching a penis while he was peeing.
Okay, I've brought that up. Not that specific incident, but I brought it up because, you know, our bathroom is right in our bedroom. Okay, hallway bathroom, so I can
Yes.
hear.
Yes.
He'll go in there I hear him peeing, and I'm like, I'm waiting to see if he washes his hands. Sometimes I think he knows that I'm listening.
You're
and he
listening.
does.
You're like, he has a healthy prostate. Thank goodness.
I do. I'm like, then it's like, I'm like, maybe that's just the end. And then like,
Usually, yes.
anyway, there a majority of the times he does not wash his hands. And I asked him, I fronted him before, and Luis. I don't know if this has been a dinner.
I don't know. I know
Table
one
talk.
of our dinner table talks was them peeing in the toilet and not outside of the toilet.
Yeah. But both of them said they don't touch it. They don't, their hands don't touch it.
So?
And then I'm like, so how do you dry it?
Oh, well. I'm laughing because that's a preposterous question.
Is it?
Generically speaking, not anyone in particular, but especially not them since they evidently don't touch it. But I would say the great majority of men just like flap it around, just like as if like if you had
Like
something
wave
on the,
it around?
like if you had something on the end of a stick and you were trying to get it off, you're just waving the stick
Oh.
around. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, so it gets all over the toilet, all over the floor, all over our jeans. Just like
Why
nature
do y'all
intended.
do that?
Well, what is the alternative?
There's like pee all over our toilet. I mean, like around the rim of the toilet, like on the floor.
That's
and
just the
it's
way
so
that's just the way
nasty.
nature has evolved us.
It's gross.
That's so weird. I'm gonna try it.
So how do you expect it to be dried?
I would think that you'd get some toilet paper and tap its head, the tip, whatever,
You say tap it?
or clean it, rub it, wipe it.
Front to back, back to front, side to side. What are you
I
talking
just
about?
showed you, like,
I can't. You're not on camera.
just like get a toilet paper, and
Just pet it. Just dude, that's a good boy. You got most of it in the toilet. Good boy.
the pee hole's not that big, right?
Not
Can't
usually.
even.
I mean, y'all aren't like women who have to sit down
Hey,
and
you speak for yourself.
most men don't have to sit down unless they're taking a poop or something.
What if they?
You know what?
What if?
I
What if I
wanna
want to
get-
read a comic book?
And pee at the same time?
Yeah, like I just need to read a couple of panels. I want to get caught up on the story.
So let's take,
All right.
you
For the
poop-
record, I typically don't sit down to pee, and I don't
But-
read comic books in there. But this is just for the sake of argument.
Okay.
Pila,
let's-
this is very uncomfortable having this conversation in front of you, but your mom insists because she's a terrible mother. Go ahead, cuz.
You're sitting.
Wait, let me turn your
poop-
headphones back on.
You're sitting, you take a poop, and you pee at
Yeah.
whatever.
Yes.
And you're done. And you're wiping your poop mess, right?
yes.
Do you do anything to your other stuff that's hanging around?
I'm like, thank you for not touching the water or the porcelain.
But you don't wipe it or clean it off or dust it or anything?
Dusted. Why would you?
Yeah, I dust it so it has a nice shine to it. No.
So it's
Dusted,
down
that's-
there in the basically open air of the commode, the bowl,
Yes.
and all your, what if you have an explosive?
Well, if I
Shit.
have an explosive shit and poop gets on my wiener, yeah, I'm going to wipe it. Then I'm going to jump in the shower. Pila, I'm so sorry. I told you about that time that I had contact.
Yeah.
I called you first, and then I jumped into a very hot shower.
That's
That's I don't understand how
this-
men don't clean it or don't wash their hands.
First of all, you can blame my mom. I was raised. You can blame my mom. You can blame grandma. I was raised by women, so I learned how to pee. I guess.
Women don't have penises, so how are they?
Wait,
gonna know?
what?
some.
Oh man, I wish I had my sound effects. This is breaking news. Women don't have what?
Penises.
Get out of here. How do you pee?
Is this what y'all talk about?
This is what she talks about, your perverted mom. I'm telling you, she's horrible.
Oh gosh, this is it. Just
Golly, I'm about to go to confession. No, I know, but like, I
like
never once growing up do I ever remember anyone telling me, wipe it.
isn't that weird? But I mean,
Well,
as an adult now, do you? I mean,
No, I told you, shake it around, get it all over the
I don't
place.
think. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
It never ever crossed my unless for some reason. All right, so I went to the doctor recently, and I had to give a urine sample. That got to be a little messy. So in an instance like that, yeah, there might be some cleanup involved afterward.
okay,
But in a typical aiming for the toilet and hoping to get most of it in there.
you had to pee in a cup, and that got messy.
Well, it's a small cup.
I didn't want it to overflow, so I would start and stop. And when you stop, all right, so you got a stream coming out. When you stop, the stream comes back.
Oh my gosh!
Do you know like if you have a water hose and like
No.
wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. You got a water hose. I'm painting a picture for the audience. You got a water hose. You're watering your flowers, your flower beds or whatever. Okay, you got a certain pressure going on there, and then all of a sudden the water stops. It's not going to keep flying through the air at the target. It's going to come back and then be right there at the edge of the water hose.
So were you not peeing over the toilet?
I was over the toilet, but also I had.
How far can he hold the cup?
How far can you hold the cup?
Well, my belly was in the way. I started off very near, and then I was like, this isn't working out so much because now my thumb is wet. So I went a little bit farther, but then it started splashing. So I was like,
have you ever peed in a bottle?
No.
I think that's different.
This is really awkward, Pila. I'm so sorry.
I can't believe y'all talk about this.
Well,
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
how we got on this subject.
I feel like every time we have a younger guest, your mom takes it someplace really bad. Last time we had my niece Danielle on, she was talking about bumps, hair bumps, and boob bumps, and pee that smells like coffee.
I still have that.
It's because you drink a lot of coffee.
Does yours smell?
Sometimes.
See?
My goodness. For the audience, you are an adult, so like it's an awkward conversation, but
She's 21.
yeah. So
Isn't that crazy?
yeah, you've peed
Life.
before.
Yeah. Yeah. She came out of my vagina 21
She came out of your bloody vagina. Get it right.
21 years ago in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that night? Was it painful? Or
No,
did you
I
just fart her out?
I was sick, I think.
You were sick?
Yeah, I had like a cold or the flu or something.
You weren't wearing a mask back then, were you?
No, I should have been.
Well, now you know. When you talk to your younger self tonight, remind yourself to wear a mask.
Priscilla is 254 months.
That's like what I don't even want to say.
I hate when people give their baby's age if they're already past a year and they're still saying the months. Oh, she's 28 months. Oh, you mean she's 2 years old?
She's 254 months.
It'd be funny if you continue doing that. Yeah, like, oh, Pila, how old are you?
I ain't even gonna say the number because I can't remember it.
254, babe.
Oh, 254 months.
Wow, you look good. Oh, months. Okay. Well, you look great for your age.
Thank you.
You don't look a day over 253 months. Can I just say that? Can I be the first to tell you that?
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. My goodness.
Oh, goodness.
So yeah, that's why, I mean, look, no one's ever suggested as while growing up for a guy to wipe himself after peeing. That's a very female thing because you have to wipe yourself after peeing.
I don't
Right.
think Luis does that.
I think just like
Well-
you explained, the water pressure, then it slows down, and then it just
Yes.
comes to like a drip.
And then there's
So
always.
are you saying that
and then-
your
wait, wait,
underwear
wait.
don't
And then
get
there's-
wet?
Wait, hang on. One question at a time. Then there's always like one or two like little, just to clear out the rest of a little bit of pressure added to like, which I think you described hearing the little at the end, just to get that out. And what was your question following that?
Do you ever feel like your panties are wet?
Well,
I don't think he
after
wears
giving the
panties.
urine sample, I for sure had an issue.
Did that make you feel dirty?
In a weird way, it made me feel good. No, just kidding. Yes, of course it made me feel dirty, but I'm still wearing those jeans out of defiance. No, but here's the thing. I felt bad about it. I got toilet paper. I wiped the cup, cleaned everything up. And then the nurse had told me there's a tray for you to put your sample on. So I went to put it on the tray, which I'm assuming it was the right tray because it had like a little doggy piss pad. So I'm like, hey, I'm not the only one with this issue. They're prepared for this. I felt way better afterwards.
Try holding the cup between your legs in the commode
While I'm reading a comic book.
and trying to catch your pee, hoping that it doesn't get on your whole arm and your hand.
Oh my goodness, how deep did you go?
I've only had to do that, I think, like once.
Did you have a mess?
I sure did because I was like 12.
Oh,
Wait, 12. That would make you 144 months.
she was 144.
Explain it to the doctors.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm 144 months old. What'd you expect? I've never done this before. So anyway, you gave birth out of your bloody vagina. It wasn't painful. You had a cold.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Who was there? Was Luis there? Was he by your side, holding your hand, telling you to push, helping you breathe?
He was probably like pissed because I had to wake him up to take me to the hospital.
Was it in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
What time did you?
I got to the hospital probably about, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 in the morning. And then I think
How many hours of labor?
Not very long.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, please don't send me home.
Well, you'd already had Isabel.
Yeah. Isabel
you-
was like forever.
So you were
Labor
already kind of
was-
primed, so to speak. Like your body
I mean,
knew
I
what
guess
to
you
do.
could say that. They were like,
What I'm trying to
19
say
months
is you were
apart.
like, 19 months. Y'all were almost Irish twins. Dang.
Yeah, if I would have gone into labor any sooner, no, that wouldn't have been born in the same year.
So what
Forget
I'm saying is that you were already kind of like wide open, just like ready.
It had time to, the muscles went back, and I was young.
The doctor was complaining about an echo and it was
No.
oh no, okay.
But now, let me tell you,
Oh.
sneezing and coughing, it's a pain in the ass.
She pees.
Literally. Do you have to wear a diaper?
No,
Not
sometimes
yet.
it's just like, oh
No,
my
you're
gosh.
supposed to say depends. Let's take 2. Oh my god, you have to wear a diaper?
Depends.
See? It's funny, huh? What do you think of that, Pila?
That was good.
You know what? They say there's a rule of 3 in comedies. Let's take 3. Oh my gosh, because you have to wear a diaper?
Depends.
See, we got a real laugh that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny. Anyway.
So,
I was
Pila,
gonna-
Yes.
is there anything that you want to ask your mom that you've been afraid to ask her before that you'd feel comfortable asking right now? Under my protection, if you want, I can turn her headphones off and I'll ask for you.
Yeah, we could turn her headphones off.
Hang on, let me turn them off. Okay. Is there something you'd like me to ask for you?
Gotta put my glasses on so I can hear better.
I see myself through your reflection.
See, should I turn this on?
Your headphones are off.
Oh,
Yeah, why can you hear them if they're off?
Is there anything you wanted to know? Maybe about her past, her questionable past, her drinking.
Do not be afraid.
Her drinking and drug use, and
Yeah, I know she was a pothead back then.
back then, you lucky
Are
she
you
doesn't
not
get
now?
tested now.
That'd be weird.
No, you're not a pothead now, are you?
No, I wish.
Hang on, let me turn your headphones back on.
I wish.
No, she can't right now, but I can.
Must be.
What about you,
nice.
Pila? Are you a pothead or do
No.
you drink? You're 21 now. You're legally old enough to drink. Are you a drinker at all?
No.
I mean,
I think I got it all out before.
Oh my. What about weed? Are you a fan of weed? You smoke it? You ever smoked it before?
I have smoked it before.
And
I don't
Was it
think I
burnt?
can. I don't think I can get high.
okay, good.
I don't think it.
Don't even bother trying.
she wants to go
anymore.
harder.
Oh, my
Try
goodness.
something. I'm joking. She
Please don't
does
try
it.
anything harder than weed.
Oh no! No!
Oh, you just want to try more of it.
Yeah,
Have
A
you tried
stronger
edible?
look.
Have you tried edible weed?
I've tried the gummies.
And what was that like?
I think I had it was like it hit for like a little bit, and then that was it.
She probably needed to eat more.
And I did. Calm down with that. My goodness.
Yeah.
See, I told you,
Eat
bad
up.
mother.
Eat up.
Eat a whole bag. Now, edibles are weird with me too. Like for me, it comes in waves. Like I'll feel it come on. I'll feel my cheeks get a little flush. I'll feel kind of like tingly and a little numb. I'll get happy and goofy
Make
for a
my
little
mouth
while,
water.
and then it'll pass, and I'll come down, and I'll be like, oh well, that was fun. Too bad it didn't last any longer. And then like a little bit later, it's like, oh, here it comes again. Turn on the lights. Put on the colored lights.
It's like, hey, Alexa.
All right,
So
mom's
what-
terms. Hey Google.
Oh, that was the other thing you wanted me to ask about. There was a Hey Google incident at dinner one night.
Yeah.
Hashtag no condoms or something like that.
Yes. Hashtag no condoms. That's what Louise
So this
said.
was a dinner conversation. So you can't talk to us about her. Well, you can't talk to her about pee and penis conversation when y'all are talking about condoms at dinner.
It was a little bit different. We
Oh, yeah?
weren't. Yeah, it wasn't that much detail. But
Was there too much detail on this previous conversation?
yeah,
I'm sorry. Are you uncomfortable?
no, I'm fine.
Okay,
It didn't
good.
bother me. But
Telling Sayla she had blood coming out of her vagina.
she
How is
wasn't
that?
She wasn't listening. She doesn't even know what that
How
is.
old is Sayla?
She's 5. She'll be
So
she'll
the
be
in-
6.
So being inappropriate just runs to the family.
Yeah,
I think so,
Sayla is
def-
so inappropriate.
Yeah, because she's hearing people talk about bloody vaginas,
She didn't.
and she's not even British.
bloody.
Look at that bloody vagina. Don't
You
look
know-
at that bloody vagina.
She was
It's
walking
inappropriate.
away when I said that, so she didn't even hear.
So what's this Google condom story?
So I don't even know how it got brought up. I just know that Luis, my brother, was like, I'm hashtag no condoms. He said no, hashtag no condoms 2021. And he had been saying it for like that beginning of that week or like the last week. Like he had just kept saying it. Well, one night he said it and he was like, they're just so bad for the environment. They end up in the ocean and they're just bad. And I was like, how are they bad? They prevent pregnancies, STDs, and all
Some
that.
STDs.
Some STDs. Okay, yes, some.
They're fun to blow up at
they're
parties.
they're not 100%, but we had asked Google how bad they were
For the
for the environment, and
Okay.
she didn't even really give us a like an exact answer, but
She said not to flush him down the toilet.
not to flush them down the toilet.
Yeah, you should know not to do that.
And then
Apparently, there are people that don't.
Pat it dry when you're done.
Hang it out for the second use. No, I'm joking.
Please don't.
that's disgusting. Please don't do that.
I was comparing it to how your mom thinks men should pee, patting it dry when they're done.
Hang it dry.
Well, after that whole no condoms 2021, what did we ask her?
We asked her, like, we started asking her, you know, how bad they were for the environment, why they were important to use, how effective they were, when is the best age for them to be used.
What was the answer to that?
Man, she's over here talking about between the age of 60 to 70 is the best time to be sexually active. I was
men.
like, what?
For men? I thought it was
for
like 18 to 25
both.
for men.
18, 20.
I was getting a little excited. I was like, okay, homie. And
Something to look forward to.
Gross.
And she's going to give birth to her own grandbaby.
I can't. I have the factory shut down.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was so funny.
So
we
you
were
took
just like, what?
you took what could have been an awkward conversation and tried to turn it into something educational.
Yes, because I wanted my son to know that I don't
It's okay to
want-
use condoms.
It's okay to use condoms, but it's also something to be respected, you know, respectful, mindful of. It's not just go out and have sex with whoever you want, whenever you want. There's consequences. Even if the condom's used to help prevent pregnancy, what was the effective rate? Wasn't it like,
I think it's like 98% or 98 point
I
something.
didn't think it was that high.
Or it could, I don't know. I'm thinking of a friend. Yeah, I don't know if I remember this.
Wait, do you have Google in there right now? When used correctly, every time you have sex, male condoms are 98% effective. This means 2 out of 100 people will become pregnant in 1 year when male condoms are used as contraception. So that's its effectiveness against pregnancy. I don't know what it is against disease,
Oh.
but
Ask it this. Well, how effective is the pull-out mouth?
But to our audience, please, if you're sexually active and you're not married or you're trying to prevent pregnancy, please use latex condoms because they are effective. We'll figure out the environmental thing someday, but as far as to prevent disease and pregnancy, please, if you're sexually active, use condoms.
Yeah, and
Latex condoms.
even men over 60, even though Google says that's the best age for men.
Yeah, if you don't want to give birth to Benjamin Button at 60, use a condom.
Yeah,
What was your question? How effective is a pull-out method?
yeah, because that one's not very effective.
Okay.
That was
No.
what he was saying.
They did say it was effective, but they said that they need to practice with condoms first
And then,
and then do the pull out method.
like, use a condom and pull out, and then
All right. So, if you use withdrawal correctly, it is 96% effective
is that what it's
at
called?
preventing pregnancy. So, it's less effective. It might only be 80% effective if you or your partner pre-ejaculate or when were unable to withdraw. So, it can be drastically less effective, but also it's not effective against preventing the spread of disease because there's no barrier protecting.
Remember last week when Luis gave you condoms at Walgreens?
Yes. Am I?
But the factory shut down. Did you tell him that?
No, it was
he
for him.
wasn't asking.
Oh, for him.
Yeah, he was like, "Mom, will you buy me these?" Some
Who's he
boxes.
dating during the pandemic?
He's not dating.
I
don't know.
He was like, I really thought about it, and condoms are important because they do help with STDs. He was like, I thought herpes and what's the other one? HIV?
Yeah.
HIV was curable, but it's not. So condoms 2021.
And I told him it doesn't matter if you have herpes and there's sores all over her vagina, like that skin on skin. There's a
or,
possibility.
it can be transmitted orally as well. Like if she has cold sores, or
Yeah,
if
and
he
if
has
she
cold,
goes down or something like
or
that.
I was talking about kissing.
Oh, my bad.
Pila, I'm so sorry. I apologize
I
for your
can't
mother.
believe
She's inappropriate.
these.
But in all honesty, this is an important conversation to have. If you're a parent, you should have this conversation with your child, because as much as you may not want them to be sexually active, teenagers are, especially teenage boys, and I don't mean to excuse this, like, boys are allowed to and girls aren't, but having once been a teenage boy, the hormones raging through your body, it's almost uncontrollable. I've heard and agreed for quite some time that a teenage boy is probably the most dangerous person on the planet, because they're full of testosterone. They're the strongest they'll probably ever be for most men, and they just want to have sex with anything.
Gross.
So what exactly? So watch out. You have a dangerous person living in your house, cuz.
My son. I feel so weird right now.
I don't know. I just remember Phoebe and Angie was the one that gave us our talk, and then
Your mom didn't?
No, Phoebe.
All right, let's hang on. Wait. Let's play make believe real quick. Instead of it being Phoebe and Angie who gave you the talk, let's pretend it was your dad who gave you the talk. How would that have gone?
No comment, because it wouldn't have happened.
All right, hang on, Lourdes. You pretend to be Luis, and you have that talk with Pila. And Pila at this time is probably, we'll say, 192 months old.
Can we break that down?
She's about 16 years old.
Yeah. Mija.
Talking to the microphone.
Mija, ¿te estás portando bien?
Yes.
And translate
Okay.
for us.
Oh, Mija, daughter, are you behaving yourself?
And then I would say yes.
Okay.
Pila,
Talk's
thank
over.
thank you for translating yes to yes for me.
You're welcome. I don't talk to my dad in Spanish.
Okay, so your Aunt Phoebe and her partner Angie had the conversation with you. How did that go?
I was about, I think, 8, and Isabel.
8?
Yeah, it was pretty young.
Is that 96 months?
Oh my!
And Isabel and them were probably like, what, 10, maybe 10. Because it was me,
Was your
Isabel,
brother part of
and
this
Elijah.
conversation?
No, he was like 4.
Oh, Elijah was there too?
Yeah,
Your cousin
it was.
Elijah.
Yeah, my
So
cousin
Isabel was
Elijah.
120 months. She was
Did you have to use your
96.
calculator to figure that out?
Yes.
10 times 12. Where you put the 0 at the end. Oh my goodness. So your cousin Elijah, who was, how old was he at that time?
He was probably
120 months.
Oh, so he was 10 also.
yes.
So Isabel and Elijah were 10. You were 8. Phoebe and Angie have this conversation with you. How does it go? How does it start off? From your recollection.
All I really remember is that they were very technical with it. Anatomy parts and all that. They used the correct terms.
So did they use the...
So they weren't talking like hot dogs and donuts.
No, they used the correct terms. They didn't do hot dogs and donuts.
Did they use vulva?
Volva. Yes. Remember that, cuz? The car? The safest car in production, I believe. Safest car on the roads, the Volva.
What is it called, cuz?
The Volva. VULVA. Why don't you tell the audience what that means, if anyone who doesn't know what it is?
The vulva is a part of your genitals on the outside of your body.
Part of my genitals? Because you said it's a part of, you said yours, and
I'm
you're talking to
reading
me.
your labia, clitoris. Labia?
Is
It's a part of
clitoris
the
related?
female vagina.
Oh, the female vagina, as opposed to the male vagina.
So it also says, people also ask, why is my vulva itchy?
What's the answer? Is it blood? All that toilet paper stuck in there.
Gross. Oh my gosh. It
What?
might develop, itchiness might develop due to stress.
Look, y'all, don't stress me out. My vulva is itchy enough. Please.
Now,
I'm gonna get, because can I get you a shirt that says that?
when, when I'm stressed out, I'm like, I can't get stressed. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Hey, who knew that this show was gonna be so educational?
Okay. We need to have more guests on more often.
Yes. Okay, so they were talking not hot dogs and donuts. They were talking clinical terms, anatomically correct terms. And how did it go?
Honestly, I can't really remember it. I just know that they kicked me out at one point, and finished the rest with
Pictures?
No, with Elijah and Isabel.
Oh,
So they
my.
they were very like serious about it, and it wasn't.
Were you uncomfortable at all during this conversation?
No, I don't think so. I didn't feel uncomfortable. Monkey gave us a talk.
Your grandmother,
Yeah.
Monkey. Your grandmother, Monkey.
My grandma
was
Monkey.
uncomfortable.
That was uncomfortable.
Was she talking hot dogs and donuts?
She used real life experiences, I guess.
Oh, she talked about her own experience.
No,
I don't know if
she
it was
used
like her experiences, but it was a lot more explicit.
it was rated.
I was probably like 12 maybe on this one, maybe 12,
144 months.
12, 13.
Oh, I should have asked your mom to figure that out. Oh, 13. Because if she was 13, how many months was that?
162.
Close enough.
12 times
12 times
Two-
13,
2 times
156.
3
Look
is
it up.
6.
Oh, 156. I was off.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
you were.
off a little.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she might have been 13 and some months.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
13. She was. You were 13 and a half. So your grandma Monkey was using real life experience, being explicit.
I think she used like sounds and
Like a boot stuck in mud.
Does she listen to these?
Oh, wait.
she listens.
Did she mention macaroni?
Y'all are bad.
I don't think it was those sounds. I think it was like
Oh,
moaning sounds.
no.
Yeah, it was me, Brianna, and I think Isabel was with us because we used to stay the night at her house a lot.
I'm getting embarrassed.
Yeah, I think we came home and told you, right?
I don't know if we
Yeah.
can release this episode. Somebody's going to
might
get arrested. Oh my goodness.
Well, we can talk about something else now.
Well, we're at like 50 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, I think
We never took a break.
well,
Pila, if anybody wants to support us in this awkward conversation, where can they go to support Number 2 Podcast?
Campfirepod.com.
Why are y'all so bright?
My mom's like screen just lit up.
If you go to campfirepod.com/support us, then you can find links to our Amazon store where you can buy Number 2 Podcast merch like t-shirts, pop sockets, because you still have that pop socket.
I sure,
Can you hold it?
I
Right
sure
there?
do.
Or we now have like pillows and totes. Oh no, that's a pop right off socket. Did you break it?
Pop sockets, you can change them out.
But and yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you want to change to
See,
this one and
I twisted
leave it. Okay. Also, if you'd like, you can, on that link, campfirepod.com/support us, you can click on our anchor.fm link. That'll take you to our anchor.fm site where you can support us on a monthly basis for as little as 99 cents per month. If you don't want to spend any money, Sure, please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. It's at Num2Pod. And if you have any stories you want to share with us, any awkward, inappropriate conversations, please email us numtwopod@gmail.com. That's numtwopod@gmail.com. You can leave us a review. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, pretty much wherever you hear a podcast. If you listen to us there, please give us a good review. And if you don't like us, tweet us, Instagram us, DM us, email us, tell us why. And then I'll respond like this.
No, we need constructive criticism.
Yes. Tell us what a bad mother number 2 cuz is, how inappropriate she is, and how inappropriate her mother is. My goodness. My Aunt Mary, the super religious one of the family, moaning, talking about hot dogs and donuts. That is weird.
She may not remember all that.
I've never had that discussion with them before.
Well, what was an appropriate conversation your grandma Monkey had with you? Any good advice she's ever given you that was appropriate for your age?
Something that's about to be inappropriate. You want to hear something about to be inappropriate?
Oh, somebody going to go pee?
No, you're going to hear it in well, I don't know. It might not do it because it's going the opposite. Oh, there it goes.
It just gets better.
Come on, ride the train. It's a choo-choo train. Hey, look, man. I believe in that train. I think it can. So has anyone in the family ever had an appropriate conversation with you? Giving you good advice about anything?
My mother.
Do you remember what it was? Was it something like don't piss in the wind?
She's been encouraging therapy.
Yes, I agree. I encourage that too. I should be more actively looking for a therapist, but I'm a little bit scared. But yeah, I would say start it right now if you can't be that.
Now,
and
yeah.
be sure to tell that story about Monkey and the moaning.
So the other day I picked Luis up from church class, my son, and he said when we got home, he says, "Hey, Mom, I'm really thinking that I might need therapy. Church's got me feeling some kind of way. Got me thinking that I may need therapy." I said, "Well, good, son. I hope you find somebody."
Yeah, church has made me feel like I need therapy also. I used to feel so guilty about everything. Oh. Mostly about hot dogs and donuts.
Hot dogs and donuts.
Guys, anything else you'd like to add?
No. Well, actually, yes. Don't be afraid. If you feel like you need therapy or someone to talk to, find that someone, even if it's at church or,
Start with church because it's usually free.
Yeah.
But if you have insurance, I hate that we have to have insurance for this. But
I know, right?
If you have insurance, use your insurance, get a therapist, get the help you need.
Yep. Talk to somebody.
Well, we're coming up to about an hour. Is there anything else you'd like to share? I think this might be a good time to wrap it up. No pun intended. Bringing it full circle back to that condom conversation. What's up?
Condoms 2021.
Just don't flush them down the toilet. They're okay
No,
for the
please don't
environment.
flush them down the toilet.
Yeah, they're made with like this bio-green or biodegradable something so that they...
Don't flush them.
Yeah.
Just throw them away in the trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Pila, for that sage-like advice.
You're welcome.
If you enjoyed watching this episode of Number 2 Podcast and would like to see more, tell them what they can do, cuz.
You can simply click the subscribe button, give us a like, click on the bell notification, and you'll be notified of all the episodes as they become available.
Yes, the bell notification.